Hey, Adam Hooksema here from ProjectionHub, and in this video I'm going to answer the question of whether you can refinance business debt with an SBA loan and what you need to know about that process. My background, I was an SBA lender for 12 years, closed over 1,500 SBA loans during my time as executive director of an organization called Bankable. And at Bankable, we helped small businesses who were not yet bankable at a traditional bank. So most of the clients that we got were clients that had a hard time getting approved at a traditional bank. And fairly often that was for deals that were looking to refinance existing debt. A lot of times that debt was high interest rate, like credit cards or daily payment type loans, online lenders that charge really high interest rates, maybe take payments every single day, merchant cash advance type deals. And so a lot of times we'd find that traditional banks and SBA lenders did not like to refinance that type of debt. When I say that type, I mean like credit cards or merchant cash advance type deals. And the reason was, and you'll hear this from a lot of lenders, is that there's nothing that really keeps the borrower from just going back and getting themselves into more credit card debt again. A lot of times those clients would get sent to us at Bankable, and we wanted to help because if we could get you into a lower interest rate, it could really help the business. It could help you personally as the owner significantly and make a business that maybe isn't cash flowing, now it could be viable again. And so we, as a mission lender, we wanted to help with that, but we also had to make a judgment call about whether we thought it was truly just a one-time situation that you got yourself into this and you aren't going to do it again, because otherwise we could give you a loan, an SBA loan, and then next day you could potentially go get a credit card again, rack up that credit card debt again. So that's why a lot of times you're going to find a hard time getting a traditional bank or an SBA lender to refinance that type of debt. Now, it's not impossible, but it is difficult. Okay. And so the things that I think you want to make sure of, a couple of things from an eligibility perspective, you want to make sure that that debt that you're trying to refinance was actually used for the business originally. That's important. You also need to make sure that the new loan is actually going to substantially improve your situation. So sometimes you can run into trouble on credit card debt making this case. So yes, it would improve the interest rate that you're paying. Most likely, the SBA loan would be at a much lower interest rate than the credit card interest rate. But from a cash flow perspective, if you're just making those minimum payments, those minimum monthly payments on the credit card, when you term that debt out with an SBA loan, your monthly payment might actually go up. So if you are in a tight cash flow position where cash is tight, refinancing that credit card debt might actually put you in a tighter position from a cash flow perspective. So it can be hard to get an approval for that. So these are some things that I think you need to take into consideration. You need to really probably do a basic set of projections. It doesn't need to be a full 5-year financial model, but you do need to understand your current debt and the repayment and the cash flow implications of the current debt, and then what would it look like with the new proposed debt. It would take that out. And I think you really need to make a strong case. You got to present your case for why this was a one-time thing. You're not going to get yourself back into this type of expensive debt again. That's kind of what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to make a compelling case for yourself. I hope that's helpful as you kind of think through this more expensive debt refinancing with SBA loans. You could take a look at SBA microlenders, CDFI, SBA Community Advantage Program. These tend to be nonprofit organizations like a Bankable, where I used to work, and they are probably more likely to be flexible and listen to your story in this type of refinancing situation versus a traditional big bank. So I hope that's been helpful. If you need help kind of even just doing the math and figuring out whether refinancing makes sense for you, helping kind of craft your story, you can reach out to us at support@ProjectionHub.com. We'd be happy to try to help with that, or at least understand your situation, see what we can do to help with that. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful. If you think it's been useful content, please like the video, subscribe to our channel. We're trying to produce more SBA content, and your like and subscribe really helps us get the word out. So we appreciate that. Thanks.